Gametime Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hockey Podcast Network. Back again on a Saturday. I have no idea how many Saturdays in a row it's been, but it's got to be the third or fourth Saturday, right, that we've covered the Winnipeg Jets on a Saturday. So this is very lovely. Thank you for spending your holiday weekend with me. If you're American, I guess if you're Canadian, it does not apply. Need not apply there. Do Canadians celebrate? Is Black Friday a thing in Canada? I don't know if it is. In America, it is obviously. I don't know if it is a thing in Canada, but happy Black Friday if that's your thing. Hopefully you didn't break the bank and buy like 5 plasma TVs and a Mac and a iPad and AirPods or whatever, a couch. I don't know what else you buy on Black Friday. I remember when I was a kid, Black Friday was a bigger deal. Maybe not so much anymore. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. The puck is down. Let me get your stats here. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, bottom right hand corner, smash the like button as well. Make sure you follow us on social media at HockeyPodNet is the Insta and Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, at Grant Akeem is my Twitter handle and my name. Hello, if you haven't met me before. Nice to meet you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to the sponsors. As always, Gametime. Use promo code THPN when you sign up for Gametime. $20 off your first purchase, which is incredible. I also just forgot. Why did I say Saturday? It's Friday, Grant. I don't know why today feels like a Saturday. It's Friday. I just caught myself. Today is Black Friday. It's Friday. It's been weird. It's weird because I normally have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off of work. And so, like, today's my second day off. And so it felt like it should be Saturday, but it's Friday. Idiot, Grant. Idiot. That's okay. I just caught myself there. And then also for DraftKings, use the same promo code THPN. But yeah, this should be a good game. We have the Pacific Division leading Golden Knights at home to the Central Division leading Winnipeg Jets. It feels like they've been on the road for an eternity. I believe this is the last road game of this long road trip for Winnipeg. So thank goodness. I'm tired of seeing the Jets on the road. I want to see them in front of the home fans in Winnipeg. But yes, let me know your score predictions in the chat. The last 4 times the Jets have played, the game has ended 4-1. So if you're a betting man, I'd predict this game will end 4-1 again. But streaks are meant to be broken. I'm not even kidding you. Friday, the 22nd, they played Pittsburgh, beat them 4-1. The stream that we did last Saturday against Nashville, they lost 4-1. They went to Minnesota on Monday, beat them 4-1. Played the Kings on Wednesday of this past week and lost 4-1. We'll see if it's a 4-1 game today. I will go Winnipeg Jets win 4-1. Why not? Keep it 4-1. Crap, let's get the starting lineups here too. We'll do comments first. Here we go. Jared, hello. I'm going to Winnipeg, Canada on December 9th and December 10th to watch the Bruins play the Jets. Amazing, Jared. I'm very envious. I will try and make it to a Jets game this year. I will try. I don't know if I'll succeed or if it works out with my schedule. I will try and make it to a game this season. Hopefully. If not, for sure next year. And GGS Grant for the Bruins and Islanders game. Well, I watched the Islanders game before this stream. It was a 3 o'clock Eastern game, which is weird. Also, it was weird today that all the games were so early. I don't understand that. Like, why is it because of Black Friday? I don't get it. Like this game is what 5:40 in Vegas. This is weird. I don't quite understand it. Whatever, it works. I watched the Islanders play the Capitals earlier today, and my goodness me. By the way, Vegas is on the power play here. My oh my, the New York Islanders blowing another third period lead. They were up 4-2 heading into the third period against the Washington Capitals minus Alex Ovechkin, and they blow it. They blow it within 6 minutes. Goes into overtime. Jacob Chikrin walks down Main Street and blasts it past Semyon Varlamov, and they win it 5-4 in overtime. And it's another loss in the third period for the Islanders. Another blown lead. Very frustrating. Something's got to go. It's either Patrick Waugh's got to go, Lou Lamoriello has to go. I think it's Lou Lamoriello. Lou Lamoriello has to go, and we got to ship out half of the Jags on the Islanders. Get them out, in my opinion. We can talk about that more later. I'm gonna try and make a video next week about the Islanders so far, because I always say Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, is like the first turn if you're a horse racing fan in terms of like standings and where teams are and who's gonna make the postseason and who's not. It's a good look. It's a good benchmarker to see where you're at as a team, and so I'll probably make a video on my channel about that. Good block there by Fleury. It's been all Vegas on this power play. Eichel, good save by Comrie. And the Jets get it out. Before we get too much of the comments, let's do lineups because I always forget to do lineups. So let's just get this done. I love doing lineups, but here we go. The visiting Winnipeg Jets. Your first line of Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, Dylan Velarde. Second line of Ehlers, Domestikov, Cole Perfetti. Third line of Appleton, Lowry, Niederreiter. Your fourth line of Alex Iafallo out of the University of Minnesota Duluth. Go Bulldogs. We do that every stream. Kupari and Barron. And then in nets, of course, we have Eric Comrie. Hellebuck gets the rest. And I tell you what, Eric Comrie, if you watched the stream last Saturday, was great in that 4-1 loss over Nashville. He saved like well over 30 shots at a very solid game. Jets kill off the penalty. Shot, good save by Aiden Hill. Let's go to the home team, the Vegas Golden Knights. We got Barbashev, Eichel, and Dorofeyev. Is that like Dora is like Russian long lost cousin? Dorofeyev? As I say Dora in Russian, I don't know. Dorofeyev. If I'm saying that incorrectly, someone let me know. It looks like Dorofeyev. Hurdle, Hua, Kolosar. Whenever I see Kolosar's name, it reminds me of coleslaw. Like, I just call him coleslaw. I don't know why. Kind of similar. Howden, Carlson, Holtz, Pearson, Schwint. That sounds German. Schwint. And then Burke. Or Berkey. I was probably Burke. And, of course, Aiden Hill in net for Vegas. 14:40 to go in the first. Still 0-0. You're a soccer fan. Jared said I got my Jets blue jersey with Kyle Connor on it. Amazing. Let's go. I'm going to have to get one of those. Those are so cool. Winnipeg Jets team store. You got to hit me up. I need one of those. Perlovaya. Hi, Jared. Me with the Hell jersey. Yes, Hellebuck. I'm supporting Hellebuck again, even though he's not playing. That's okay. All my Jets jerseys are Hellebuck. I have one Reebok Blake Wheeler. I have two Blake Wheeler jerseys. I have a Blake Wheeler one when he was just like a player, not an assistant or a captain yet. And then I have a Wheeler one where he was an assistant with the A on it. I never got one when he was a captain, unfortunately, but I do have a couple Blake Wheeler jerseys, but they're too small. Like, they're too small for me now, because it was when I was like middle school aged, or 9th grade age. So I'm a lot taller now than I was then. I think I was probably like, well, I'm 5'11" now. I was probably like 5'8" in middle school. I wasn't too terribly tall in middle school. Also, everyone in my grade was a year older than me, so like I went through like the puberty stage well before or well after everyone else did. Well before, excuse me, well before everyone else did. So yeah, I was always the shorter end in my grade. Jared says, "Let's go Jets." It should be a win. It's gonna be a tough game. My 4-1 prediction. I'll be honest. I mean, I was kind of joking. Let's if I'm being realistic, because I said 4-1. If I'm being realistic, I'm probably gonna go like 2-1 Jets. It's gonna be really, really tight. There comes Nikolai Ehlers. Oh, good save by Hill. Ehlers tried to go 5 Hill, but Hill said no. And Morrissey scores! Cole Perfetti gets the tip. And it's 1-0 Jets. Oh, damn right. Good job by Cole Perfetti. Really good job by Nikolai Ehlers. The shot goes wide for Vegas. Ehlers gets the carom. Cuts in. Good save by Hill. Gets the rebound. Morrissey with the shot, and then Perfetti with the amazing hand-eye coordination to just deflect that past Hill. Here's a good look. High glove. First goal for Perfetti in his last 11 games. Oh, we're the goal horn. We need the goal horn. Hopefully they kept the goal horn on here. They did. Jets, baby. Go, Jets, go. Oh, amazing. Amazing start for Winnipeg. I feel like most of the streams that we've done, they have not scored the first goal. Jared, let's get back to comments. I got my Kyle Connor Blue Jets jersey on, the new one. Amazing. Love to see it. Perlovia, hopefully rested up since LA. They did get a nice rest because their last game was Wednesday. So got Thursday. I guess it's one day off. I keep thinking it's Saturday. I was like, oh, they got 2 days off. When in reality, they only got a day off. I keep thinking it's Saturday, man. Yes, black all over Canada. Well, I meant like Black Friday. I didn't mean like, I know there's, people all over Canada that are of color. If that's what you're saying. I meant like the sales is like, I don't know. What's a chain, like a grocery chain in Canada? Like Save On Foods. Is there like a big deal at the Save On Foods in Canada? Can you get like a TV on sale or on discounts? I don't know. Sports Check. That's a good place to get jerseys in Canada. Did they have a sale? Is what I meant. I hope so. This is the last road game. I know, thank goodness. Thank goodness it's the last road game. Well, TV timeout, it's 1-0. Courtesy of Cole Perfetti. Awesome. Jared says 4-3 for the Jets. Perlovia, 4-2 Jets. My prediction is 4-3 Knights, says MCS. Good to see ya. Jared, I have a Tyler Toffoli, Connor, and Kyle Connor. Jets jerseys? I forgot Toffoli he was on the Jets, right? I forgot. I think he was. MCS says, I want the Jets to win, but I feel like the Golden Knights will. Well, the Golden Knights have been very good at home. Very good on home ice this year. I think, what's the record at home? I was going to guess, but when you have the internet, there's no reason to guess. Here we go. Yeah, 8-2-0 on home ice this year, so they definitely have one of the better road or home records. Calgary is 9-3 at the Saddle Dome. Obviously, Winnipeg is 9-1 at home. Carolina's 9-2. Toronto's 10-3 at Scotiabank. But we don't like Toronto. Boo. Boo Toronto. We don't like Toronto. Jared Jets scored. Did you see the Sharks and Kraken? I did not. I thought about watching that once the Islanders game was over, but I was like, Kraken and Sharks just don't do much for me. Like, I like the Kraken because I'm a big like Seattle Sounders fan. They play in MLS, by the way, since I was like in 9th grade, since I was like 13, 14. And so like when the Kraken came in, I was like super excited because I love the city of Seattle, and I was like, ooh, get to watch the Kraken. I love Eberle. But I don't know. I try and watch the Kraken. They're not like a diehard team I watch or support. I need to get an Eberle jersey though. But yeah, that's crazy. 8-5 the final. It was 1-1, 2-1 for the Sharks, 2-2, 3-2 Seattle, 3-3, 4-3 Seattle, 4-4, 5-4 San Jose, 6-4 San Jose, 6-5, 7-5, and then 8-5. That's insane. I wonder, were all the goals like just fluky goals then? Was like just everything going in at that point? Because there are some games like you play and just like every shot somehow bounces its way in, or something stupid happens like for every single goal. Or were the goalies just ass today? I don't know. Last year you got traded from the Devils to the Jets in the trade deadline. That's right, to Foley. I forgot about that. Where does he play now? San Jose Sharks. Wow. Okay. That's crazy. Like, there's so many players that like on new teams that I just wasn't paying attention. Jared says Macklin scored. Good for him. Boston University. Shout out them. Shout out Cole Iserman. I hope he's doing well at Boston University. Islanders draft pick. So we got Vegas Golden Knights back to the power play here, everybody. Oh, not sure if Comrie got a piece of it. I think another shot went wide for Vegas. What do we think of the Vegas jerseys, everybody? The gold jerseys. What do we think? I think it's a bit too sparkly for my liking. It's too gold. Not my cup of tea, honestly. And Jared's got a Macklin Sharks jersey. Wow. Very nice. I did get a new jersey today. It was I did my Black Friday purchase. I got a Gopher hockey jersey, since I'm a big Gopher hockey fan. Just like at one of the Nike ones. Very nice. I'm actually planning on going to see the Gophers next weekend when they play Michigan. So that should be a good matchup. Gophers, Michigan. If you're a college hockey fan. I mean, of course, if you're a college hockey fan like I am, we can do a scoreboard update during the intermission. Big night in college hockey. $47 seconds to go for Vegas. The shots are 6-3 here for the Golden Knights. Jared says San Jose for Tyler Toffoli. Thank you, Jared. And Andrew, Toronto Rock Lacrosse is losing 10-2. Are you talking about the lacrosse team? I was not aware Toronto had a lacrosse team. And I tell you what, lacrosse is one of those sports where like I can't watch it. I just don't. It's not entertaining to me. I have not watched professional lacrosse though. I've only seen it at the collegiate level, so maybe I'd like professional lacrosse. But seeing like I've seen clips online of like men's college lacrosse. It's just like it doesn't do much for me. But I haven't given professional lacrosse a try, so I shouldn't knock it till I actually sit down and watch it. But not really my thing, lacrosse. Not really my thing. I think I prefer basketball over lacrosse. Basketball's more fun, especially March Madness. That's the best. Getting closer and closer to March. Jared says I have one with Jack Eichel, Golden Knights jersey. Yeah, Vegas is just so lucky, man. The way like they started their NHL in 2017 with like Marc-Andre Fleury when he was still pretty good, made it to a Stanley Cup final, and then finally won it, a few years ago against Florida. Just handed every opportunity to succeed by Gary Bettman in the NHL. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. Other teams are not given that when they entered the league. Good luck here for the Jets. Connor shot gets blocked. And Vegas will send it down. It's a very tight game. It's a very tight, hard-checking game. Both teams very careful defensively. And I think the goals tonight are going to be a lot like what we just saw with Cole Perfetti. It's going to be a lot of tips, deflections, kind of grimy goals. You're not going to see a lot of like end-to-end, like a breakaway. And I just think you're going to see that tonight. It's going to be a very playoff-style game. These teams are just so good. There's that guy that Dora the Explorer, but Russian, Dorofeyev, whatever his name is. I need to look him up. I never heard of this guy. Like, there's some players in this league I've never heard of. And it's good because I get to broaden my horizon by doing these streams. Expand my knowledge. Okay, so his name is Pavel Dorofeyev, also known as Pavel Dorofeev. He's 24, so a year younger than me. From Nizhny Tagil, Russia. Who knows where that is? Played on the Sputnik Nizhny Tagil hockey club when he was a kid. Right wing, left wing. Where did he come from? He was drafted in 2019, round 3, 79th overall by Vegas. He played in the World Juniors in 2019, it looks like. Nope. No, that was different. Nope, sorry. 2020 World Juniors he played for Russia. So basically the last year Russia was in the World Juniors was 2020, that COVID bubble year. 7 games played, 3 goals, 1 assist for 4 points. Yeah, he's like a minor league player. It's kind of his first year. Last year he played all the games for Vegas, and this year looks like he's gonna be a starter for Vegas every year. So interesting. I've never heard of him. I don't remember him in the World Juniors. It looks like they won bronze. Sorry, they won silver in the 2020 World Juniors. Was that a Canada-Russia final in 2020? 2020 World Juniors. Apologies for the dog barking. She's a pain in the ass. World Juniors. Oh, was this the tournament that was in August? The 2020 World Juniors, right? Because it started in December. It got shut down because of COVID, and then they replayed it in August, correct? Because if that's the case, that's the game where, what's his face? He's on the Anaheim Ducks. Oh, what's his name? I need to see a roster for Team Canada. He had the biggest save like on the goal line in OT I've ever seen in my life. Anaheim Ducks roster. I know he's on Anaheim. Mason McTavish. It was when McTavish had like the goal line save where he batted the puck out of the air onto the goal line, right? You remember that? In the 2020 World Juniors. That was that game. So this Dorofayev, he was on Russia during that game. Very interesting. But that Mason McTavish play, that is the best, one of the best, most clutch plays I've ever seen in my entire life. Gold medal on the line, open net for Russia, right? And then he's like facing the other way on his backhand, bats the puck down on his backhand to prevent the puck from going in. Just insane. Unbelievable. And then, they come down the other end and score basically like a minute later. Unreal. Those were crazy times. The World Juniors in August. Unbelievable. So we got 5:40 to go. Vegas 10 shots to 4 for Winnipeg, but Winnipeg has the lead, courtesy of Cole Perfetti. It's been a very grindy, tight game. Very tight. Gotta be holding rough, and it is on Vegas. Eric Comrie to the bench. We'll see if Winnipeg can do anything here before Vegas touches the puck. Here's Morrissey. He's got all the time in the world, Morrissey. Down low. Scheifele. Back to Morrissey. Back for Connor. Still Connor with it. This is like an extended power play here. Oh, Scheifele. I think that's a good save by Hill. I think he just got the blocker on it. Could have been 2-0. They finally get the touch. 4:40 to go. TV timeouts. Jets. Best power play in the NHL. We'll get their first look tonight. They gotta get another goal here. If they can make it 2-0, that'd be massive. Jack Eichel. Andrew says, "Hey Grant, what is up, Andrew? Thank you for tuning in. Happy Thanksgiving. If you celebrate, if you're Canadian, happy Black Friday, because apparently it's a thing in Canada. I wasn't sure, honestly. I just don't. I've been 2 years ago. I was in Vancouver for Thanksgiving, and I don't quite remember if Black Friday was a thing or not. I don't remember it being a huge deal in Canada. And it's weird, right? How come like American Thanksgiving is now and then Canadian Thanksgiving is like in October? I don't quite understand. I need to do the history and learn about it. Yeah, because I honestly don't know the full story behind Thanksgiving, if I had to tell you. I think it was when like the Pilgrims. Something with Pilgrims and Native Americans coming together to have a meal for one day. I should look up why is Canadian Thanksgiving different than US. There we go. Canadian Thanksgiving is different from the US Thanksgiving primarily because it is celebrated on the second Monday of October, while the US celebrates it on the fourth Thursday. Well, no shit, Google. The key reason being that Canada's harvest season happens earlier due to its northern climate, making it more logical to celebrate Thanksgiving in October. So is that really why? It's the same meaning, but it's because of climate that Canada does earlier? The first Canadian Thanksgiving was reportedly hosted in 1578 by the English explorer Martin Frobisher in what is now Newfoundland. At the time, Frobisher and his expedition attempted to travel through the Northwest Passage safely. The celebration marked their safe arrival to the New World. Interesting. So there you go. A little history for you there. Here we go. Winnipeg on the power play. 4:25 to go. The power play has goals in 4 of the last 5 games. Trying to make it 5 for 6. Hope we're doing well, Andrew. Jared says, I ordered a Hershey Bears with no name. Hershey's the AHL team for Washington, right? The Capitals. I think I haven't seen their jerseys in a little bit. I think they're pretty cool. Ooh, Ehlers. Scheifele's able to keep it in. Here's Kyle Connor. Shot gets blocked. Petrangelo's down. He's going to have to tough it out. Shots to the foot really hurt. Here's Morrissey for Scheifele. Back up to Morrissey, and it goes out. Tough pass for Mark Scheifele there. 10-3 now, says Andrew. Andrew says, some with me too, but tonight it's my time. Talking about lacrosse, to the Toronto lacrosse team. Jared says, my Maine Black Bears beat BU on November 15th, and we lost 8-2. Yeah, Maine has impressed me this year for college hockey. I didn't think they'd be as good as they are. Perfetti, Nemestikov. Ooh! I think he should have tried to wrap around there. Gets hit from behind. There's no call. That looked like boarding, at least to me. And Vegas able to kill it off. Good job by Pionk to keep it in. There's Perfetti. Pionk. Back for Perfetti. We got some tired Golden Knights out there, so let's see if the Jets can capitalize. Nemestikov. Ooh. Kept in by Pionk. It looks like, oh, they can't get it out. They still can't get it out. Good job by Mason Appleton. Oh, Barron, blind pass. You're killing me, Smalls. Brett Howden scores! The Golden Knights tie it. That's on Morgan Barron. Pratt. What a Pratt. Tries to do a blind pass to his defenseman, and look what happened. That's what, if you're a forward out there watching, never, ever, ever do this, what Morgan Barron just did. Little soft backhand blind pass to his defenseman, and then breakaway for Howden, and he buries it past Comrie. Terrible. Terrible. If I'm Chevalier, I am benching his ass for the rest of the period and the start of the second. Terrible. That's a tough one. Well, it's 1-1. I think based on the shots, you'd say it's probably well-deserved for Vegas. 11 shots tonight. Tough for Morgan Barron. That was such a good shift. It was such a good shift. That was like a 3-minute shift in the Vegas zone. More like probably 2 minutes, but very good. Oh God, I hate Vegas. Everything about the Vegas Golden Knights is just obnoxious and annoying. The announcers are annoying. The music is annoying. The pregame is annoying. Everything's annoying. But yeah, Maine. They play this weekend. We'll look at college hockey during the break once this period's over. We'll look at college hockey. Andrew says other sports. It's my thing. Yes. Hockey and soccer are like my two favorites, and then I'll chuck in baseball. I try to watch baseball when I can. It's hard to like watch it in your free time and just like sit and watch it. like I have to be scoring the game to like actually like pay attention and focus on it, but otherwise it's just like not super interesting. Like I'll watch it if I'm having a meal, um, or if it's like a big game. But like I don't know, I really loved the like World Baseball Classic. Like that's just a fun tournament, especially what we got like 2 years ago with Otani and Trout. I mean that was I just watched a video about that like a couple hours ago. It popped up like on my Instagram thing. And it was just that was just fun. Like the Otani Trout, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, down by a run. Team USA was, you know, game on the line for the championship. Otani Trout, like it was that's what you wanted. That was fun. We got 30 seconds to go here in the first. Let's see if Winnipeg can get something late here. Yeah, I'll be honest. For Winnipeg, I haven't noticed a whole lot. Like Lowry, I haven't really noticed him. I've probably noticed that. Oh, they score! Oh, it's Barbashev. Juicy rebound by Comrie, and not his fault. It was an empty net for Barbashev. Oh, it's 2-1. Oh, we have the Vegas Golden Knights goal horn. Do I play it though? Should I even play it? I think to be fair, I'll play it. There it is. Sadly. There we go. I just need to hear it once. I don't need to repeat it. Yeah, it was a good initial save by Comrie, and then Barbashev's able to get the rebound. And I think just it was loose defensive coverage by the Winnipeg Jets. Late in the period, I think they just weren't focused enough there. And that's going to do it for the first. It ends 2-1 for Vegas. The shots 15-6 for the Golden Knights. It was looking good for the Jets. Cole Perfetti got the first goal. It looked like they were playing well. They had the momentum. Obviously, they gave up a goal to make it 1-1. They get the power play. Had the momentum on the power play. Got some good looks. But it's that Morgan Barron blind pass that really just changed. It changed the period. Once, the blind pass led to a breakaway. Howden's able to score 1-1. And then the momentum was with Vegas. Jets were soft defensively for the last 30 seconds of that period, and they get their goal. So that's a toughie for Winnipeg, but lots to like there if you're a Jets fan like myself. Lots to like. They're still in the game. Obviously, it's a one-shot game. Nothing to worry about. I believe they'll get it done, but like I said that the past 2 weeks, and they haven't been able to get it done. Because they lost to Florida and then they lost to Nashville the past 2 times we've done this. So hopefully they can change it tonight, because the last 4 games that they've played, it's been 4-1 the final. And we're on the road to a 4-1 final again. Like the last 4 games they've played have ended 4-1. The Jets have won 2 of those. But it's just weird. That's just, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Andrew says, how is the game so far, by the way? It was good. It was good until Barron decided to do something stupid and do a blind pass. Since then, it was Vegas got a couple goals. It was looking good so far. Andrew says, how was your Thanksgiving yesterday? It was fun. Kept it really chill. I didn't do a whole lot. My family, extended family, not like my blood family, extended family had a Thanksgiving thing. I just wasn't feeling up for it to go, so I just kind of stayed home and did some schoolwork and got a workout in, and I kept it productive yesterday. I also relaxed, chilled out. Watched some. What did I watch yesterday? I watched this new Netflix show called Love on the Spectrum. I don't know if you've seen it. Very fascinating. It's basically about people who have autism. They're on the spectrum, right? And they're trying to navigate their way through dating and trying to date other people on the spectrum. It's very cool and interesting, and I have so much. My heart goes out to all those people, because obviously life isn't simple for them, and they get judged and criticized a lot by, like, I don't know, us normal people, quote unquote, So I have lots of love for people on the spectrum, of course. And I don't know, it's very sweet because all of them are such lovely people, and I hope they do find love. So if you're into that kind of stuff, Love on the Spectrum on Netflix is really good. I think they just came out with a new season of it too. So I was able to watch that yesterday. Very fun show. Andrew says Black Friday and Boxing Day up here. Yes, Boxing Day is fun. Get to box like Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. No, I'm just kidding. No, I like Boxing Day. That's one of my favorite days actually because it's the start of the World Juniors. I love Boxing Day. It's kind of a dark holiday though when you look at the history of it. Let me find a description. Yeah, so Boxing Day, like, it's a dark, like, it comes from a place of like kindness, but it's very dark, and you'll see why. So it's an older British tradition in which the servants of the wealthy were allowed the next day to visit their families since they would have had to serve their masters on Christmas Day. The employers would give each servant a box to take home containing gifts, bonuses, and sometimes leftover food. So there's like obviously a good meaning, but like it's back in the days when we had like peasants and servants and like that kind of stuff. And it's sad that the servants can't see their families and be with their loved ones on Christmas Day. It had to be the day after. So it has like good meaning and tension behind it, but a little bit of dark history there. But I think nowadays Black Friday for us hockey fans just means the start of the World Juniors. So I love Boxing Day. Bruins lost to the Penguins, which is great. Good for the Bruins. They definitely need to rebound. They've had a tough go. Fired Jim Montgomery. Jared or anybody can let me know who the new coach is in Boston. I'm not quite sure on that. I haven't had time to look that up. Jared says, and you're doing well. Good to hear that, Andrew. Jets are my first favorite, and the Bruins are second now. That works. Two different conferences. That's how I am. Like, Islanders are my favorite, and then the two other teams I like are in the Western Conference. That's just kind of how it happened, honestly. Like, I like the Islanders because of Kyle Poso, and, who's on the Gophers. The reason why I like my teams is because of the Gopher hockey team. It's like Kyle Poso, drafted by the Islanders. Blake Wheeler, who's on the Gophers, loved him. Played for Winnipeg, was captain of Winnipeg. That's why I like the Jets. Vancouver is mostly because I just love the city so much, and that 2010 run that they had, I was all in on Vancouver. Loved watching Luongo. I was a huge fan of the Sedin twins. Big fan of Ryan Kessler as well. And that really got me into Vancouver. So it wasn't necessarily like a certain player got me into it. It was just like me watching it, and I became a fan. And I love the city of Vancouver. Such a gorgeous place. My record is 8-2-2 for the Maine Black Bears. There you go. PT says terrible play. I would bench him. Yeah, that was terrible by Barron. You just cannot do a blind backhand pass like that. And especially, it wasn't even a hard pass. It was just a little like love tap to the point. And it's just, you can't do that. Like, if you're a forward, when in doubt, dump the puck in, right? You never want to risk that unless you 1,000% know that pass is going to make it to that defenseman. When in doubt, just dump the puck in. It's the safe, smart play. It's what Barron should have done. It'd be a 1-1 game if he thought maybe it would still be a 1-0 game. Who knows? But yeah, that's a very tough play. Andrew says agreed with Vegas, but they are so good. They've been good. I don't know about you guys. I really wasn't expecting Vegas to be this good this year, but they have been. But good for them. Good for them. The only guy I'd said like on Vegas is Samsonov. I've always been a big Samsonov fan. MCS says, I have a hockey game tomorrow, and the last 2 games I've played, I've injured my arms each game, so hopefully I don't injure anything tomorrow. That's right, you have told me that. Hopefully your bicep is feeling better today, MCS, and you're ready to rock tomorrow. Good luck. I'm sure you'll score a hat trick. Guaranteed hat trick for you. I have a game myself next Friday. I will be goaltending next Friday, so that'll be fun for me. It's been a little bit since I've goaltended because I've been dealing with like a back issue. I rubbed some bear fat on my back, and that really helped. Shout out Perlavia. If you know, you know from last week. Gotta love the bear fat. PT says 2-1. Oh shit! What is that goal horn? That's the Vegas goal horn. That's their goal horn. I'm not a fan of it, to be honest with you. It's very generic. Here it is. Not my thing. The Jets one, I like. That's the Jets one. It's unique, right? We all know it. What other ones do we have? We have a bunch. The Flames, Ducks, Bruins. The Bruins one's iconic. Really iconic. Da 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 da. Love it. Whenever I hear that song, I think of because Penn State does that with that song, right? It's like da 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 da. We are Penn State. They do something like that. The Gophers try and copy it. They do like Sky Yuma or something like that. But I think the Penn State, what they do with it is cool. And that's their goal horn when they play hockey and football too. Andrew says this game is over. Way over. Toronto, the lacrosse team, unfortunately loses 11-5. Tough. Very tough. That's fun. They got the bar down guy. I love the bar down guys from TSN. They're very funny. Daniel says, "What is up? What is up, Daniel? Thank you for tuning in." I always do this for Winnipeg. Winnipeg Jets. Here we go. Andrew says, "I got bowling tournament tomorrow at 1:00. Amazing. That's fun. I don't think I've ever heard of a bowling tournament. I know there's like professional ones, but I didn't know there's like amateur ones. So good luck to you, Andrew. The last time I went bowling was my high school senior night party after graduation. We rented at my high school is very bougie. It's one of the biggest high schools in Minnesota. Rented out this place. I think it's called Bolero. Bolero, I think is the name. It's like a David Buster's, like there's bowling, like arcade games, that kind of stuff, you know. We rented that out, and me and my friends, we bowled the whole time. It was like an overnight thing. Like it started at like 9 p.m. We got picked up at like 5-6 a.m. So we pulled an all-nighter, and we bowled for like the majority of it. And I tell you what, the next day, I think it was like 2 days later, I had a baseball game. I was scheduled to pitch. I had to tell my coach, I can't pitch because my arm is so sore from all the bowling we did at the senior party, and I was so embarrassed. So I had to wait the next week to pitch. So yeah, don't overdo it, Andrew, with the bowling, because I don't know. I use like, I don't know, like I forgot how much weight I use, like an 8-pound, 10-pound ball. And it's not that heavy, but when you do it like for a couple hours, you know, it gets really, your arms get really sore. So hopefully that doesn't happen to you. MCS says, I played defense for 9 years and never should admit now I'm a goalie. But oh, you're a goalie now. That's amazing. No, we have very similar stories, MCS, because when I was like very little, I was a forward. And then it wasn't until I was in like 6th grade, my summer hockey coach, he put me at defense for one game in this tournament. And I specifically like remember like where it was, who we were playing. and he put me at defense, and it was like one of the best games I've ever had in my entire life to that point. And from then on out, I played defense the rest of the year, and we had a chat like after the season was over, and he's like, "How do you like defense?" I'm like, "I love it. It's fun. I feel like I see the game better because you're behind the play for the most part. You're not like in front of the play as a forward. I feel like I could see the game better. I was able to hit and throw big hits and do that because I wasn't really a big hitter, but like I could throw a hit when I needed to. Like especially open ice hits. I was really good at reading plays and intercepting plays and doing breakout passes, so it worked out. So I basically did that from sixth grade onward, a little bit in college, and then since I've kind of stopped playing competitively for like schools and whatnot, I decided to try goaltending because it's something I've always wanted to try, especially when I was like in ninth and 10th grade. I just had the urge to want to try it, but obviously it's like kind of you're too late at that point to switch to be a goalie. And like there was one game we had where like our goalie didn't show up, and one of us had to dress up to be a goalie, and I told the coach like, "Hey, like I can be goalie if you want me to." And he was like, "No, Grant, you're too valuable to the team. We need you on defense. You can't do it." And I was so bummed. I was like, "You gotta be kidding me." And so they stuck like the worst kid that we had in net, and he got to play. Fun fact: we won that game. We only gave up one goal because we knew we had a total idiot in net, and we had to play really good defense. So like we did win the game. So something to be said about that, because sometimes when you have a really good goalie in net, you don't play as strong defensively because you know your goalie is going to save you. But like when you have an idiot in net who doesn't know what they're doing, then you like actually try hard playing defense. So that was really fun. That was like in a tournament. But no, the couple of years ago, I just had the urge to try it, and it's been so much fun. It's seriously like one of the most humbling experiences you'll ever do if it's your first time playing goalie like in a game. And I've had no training. I've just watched YouTube videos and TikToks from like the Increased Performance. That's a good channel if you're interested in learning how to be a goalie. And I just kind of tried my best and learn from the games and use those as practice and get better every day, and I do lots of like hip work as well, and it's been so much fun. I love it. So highly recommend to give goaltending a try if anybody's interested. It's so much fun. Oh man, honestly, at this point, let's just stay on the air. I normally would take a break, but we can just stay on the air. It's fine. Andrew says the School of Rock music. I love that movie, School of Rock. Amazing. MCS, doesn't the Toronto Roke lacrosse team play in Hamilton? I don't know. I actually don't know if they play there. That sounds like a Andrew question. PT says, "Where is your Connor Hellebuck jersey?" So I got this one from the Jets team store. They're having like a major sale of the Adidas like Jets jerseys because Fanatics is now the official jersey provider of the National Hockey League. So like if you wanted to get an authentic jersey, get an Adidas ones because they're dirt cheap. So this one is a blank. Well, it was a blank for $99, but for an extra like 100, you can get the Hellebuck, like a player name on it. So I got Hellebuck on it. He's one of my favorite goalies. And then the Jets, there it is, the 10th anniversary patch on it, because why not? Really cool. From 2021. Adds a little pop to it, in my opinion. And yeah, so that's where I got it from. And then my other jersey that I got, I think I wore that last week. It's the RCAF, the Royal Canadian Air Force one. I got a blank off eBay, sent it to a company in British Columbia, and then had them put a Hellebuck on it, and then got it back. So, but yeah, if you're in the market for jerseys, you gotta get the Adidas ones. They're dirt cheap right now. Blanks are like $100. Because like retail, this jersey like a year ago would have been like $400 to get it, and it's all like stitched too. Like it's not like heat press; it's all stitched. Everything on here is stitched, so it's like a premium jersey. So it's very, very nice. Andrew says, and overtired as well for you. Yeah, yeah. Hey, when you bowl for 2.5, 3 hours, your arm, it gets really sore. But yeah, I literally have not been bowling since then, and I would love to go and try it again, because that would be so much fun. But here we go. We're back for the start of the second period. That intermission flew by. Lots of fun. We had like story time there with Grant. That was very fun. Let's get the stats back up. Ready to rock. Second period. Cause I'm TNT. That's what they're playing right now. There we go. Puck is down in the second. Jets and Golden Knights. Shots 15-6 for Vegas. Thank you to the sponsors as well. We gotta say this. On the hour, we gotta say this. Thank you, Gametime. Use promo code THPN when you sign up for Gametime. $20 off your first purchase. If you want to see the Jets, if you want to see the Golden Knights in person, highly recommend you use Gametime and get that discount. Since it is Black Friday after all, get that discount. You deserve that discount. You've worked so hard your entire life. You deserve the discount. So make sure you do use it. Also, thank you to DraftKings. Use promo code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings. I'm not sure who the favorites were entering tonight. I'm assuming Vegas were the favorites since they're the home team and is based off their home record this year. They're 8-2. I don't know if I can. Usually NHL.com shows you the odds, but maybe that's pregame. I don't know. I'm sure TSN will show me at some point here. Also, shout out TSN. I do love TSN. Whenever I go to Canada, the TV is glued to TSN. So much better than ESPN here in America. So much better. What's going on in Vegas? The PA announcer went ba-da-bum-bum-bum. French fries. It's a French fry free-for-all. Everybody in section 5, row 3 gets free French fries for the whole week. Courtesy of McDonald's. Andrew says, I played 5-pin bowling. Oh, so not like the 10-pin bowling. Is that like different? Do you still go to like a bowling alley and play, or is it like, I don't know, on the street kind of thing? I gotta go bowling though. I feel like bowling, is that a good first date, you think? To go bowling with somebody? I feel like that's so like, going bowling on a first date feels so 80s or 90s to me to do that. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe that is a thing. I never really thought about that. That would be fun. I need to find someone then to go bowling with and beat their ass and get super competitive. Andrew says the Duck's horn. It's School of Rock music. Is it? I don't know what School of Rock song that would be, Andrew. That's such a good movie, though. School of Rock. Oh my gosh. It's a long way to the top if you wanna rock and roll. It's such a long way to the top if you wanna rock and roll. My favorite character in that movie is Freddie Jones, the drummer, because in middle school and high school I was a percussionist in band class, and so I relate to him having to play drums. And I played drums in a band in middle school. One summer, I think I told you guys this, and one summer when I was like in 7th grade, 6th grade, I was in a band. We were 9 after 10, and we played Blitzkrieg Bop, Party in the USA. I think we played a Beatles song. I can't remember which one. At a sold-out Famous Dave's in Uptown, Minneapolis. Was our one and only concert. That was fun. Come on, Winnipeg. Let's see if they can bounce back. So far, it's been a pretty slow start. Oh, it's too many men for Winnipeg. Goodness me. Good save by Hill. I like his pads, though, Aiden Hill. He has good pads. Andrew says, I played T-ball to rookie ball over the past years. T-ball to rookie ball. What is rookie ball? I've heard of T-ball. I don't know what rookie ball is. And then my nephew and my brother's kids play hockey. They're playing goalie and forward. I know, I always feel bad for the goalie parents because I feel like goalies, they get lots of blame. And so I can imagine in the stands, if their kid has a bad game, the other kid's parents might be like, hey, what's going on with him? So much love to the goalie families out there. I'm sure that's very difficult and stressful. But as a player, it's fun. As a player, being a goalie, I don't know. I don't find it stressful at all. It's just fun. Because, I don't know, you're so focused, like, on the puck, you just, like, forget about everything else going on, you know? And it's just, I don't know, it's nice to space out like that. You forget about the other things going on, I guess, in the world. You just get the focus on the puck, hockey. Oh, nice little pass there by Hill. Here comes Jack Eichel for Vegas. Good defense. The breakouts for Winnipeg tonight have been pretty solid. I'm impressed. Ooh, Niederreiter trying to center it. And Vegas will clear it down on net, so no icing. Yeah, there's been little to no whistles this period. It's just been continuous play. I love it. I hate games when there's so many whistles. It's just like not entertaining to me. I like continuous action. Some people might find it boring, but I like it. And when there's continuous action, that means no advertisements, which makes me even happier because I've had it up to here with the advertisements the NHL is doing. There's too much of it. And Vegas will send it in here. 14 minutes already. 14 minutes to go. We've already had 6 minutes. I meant to say rock, not roke. Gotcha. Rock, like School of Rock. Andrew says they are 11, my oldest, and 9 is the youngest. So they're like elementary school 5th graders, 4th, 5th grade, 6th grade-ish. Penalty on Vegas. We'll have our first whistle, commercial break, and we should probably play our advertisement as well, because normally I would play that during the intermissions. So let's play our ad, and then we will be back for this power play for Winnipeg. Let me find it. There we go. We'll do a little commercial. You're going to watch a 1.5-minute video, and then we'll be back for this power play. All right, everybody? Sounds good.
Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Gametime Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
All right, we're back. Thank you to DraftKings. In perfect timing, we're back on the power play. Just about to start for Winnipeg. There we go. Whoa, we have a guy from Aerosmith in the crowd tonight in Vegas. He's from Aerosmith. Oh, it's a good trivia question. What player or what person on the Rolling Stones, or was it Aerosmith? I think it was Aerosmith, is a Jets fan. He's in the audience tonight in Vegas. I don't know his name. But apparently he's a big Jets fan on Aerosmith. Here we go. Power play for the Jets. Second of the night. They have the best power play in the league. They have, 4 of the last 5 games power play goals. Here's Morrissey. Be a perfect time to tie the game up. Here's Morrissey. Cotter! Shot gets blocked. Nikolai Ehlers goes to the bench in pain, so hopefully he's okay. That'd be a big blow if he can't continue. No, I think he took a shot. There's Perfetti for Scheifele. And Eichel's able to get it out. Got 50 seconds to go on the power play. Perfetti's gonna dump it in. Good keep by Morrissey. Gloves it down. Perfetti down low for Connor. Shot for Scheifele and a great save by Hill. Little RVH for Aiden Hill on that left post. Excellent. Whenever I see a guy behind the net, I always yell Michigan. That's always in my head. Have we seen a Michigan goal this year yet? I don't know if we have we? Like, I've barely heard of Trevor Zegras. Cole Caulfield usually can pull it off. Like, I feel like Sveshnikov has done it a few times. I feel like we haven't heard anything. No Michigans this year so far. What's going on? What's going on there? PT says it does sound like the School of Rock music. The Vegas goal horn, apparently. The School of Rock. I didn't get my allowance today, so I am really ticked off. That's a good scene. Nino Niederreiter, I think he should have shot the puck there. And it goes out to center ice for Iafallo, and that's going to do it for the power play. 0 for 2. The Winnipeg Jets tonight on the power play. Great job by Vegas. PK has done their job. I mean, Vegas is doubling the shots for the Jets. It's 16-8. Here's Adam Lowry. Battling in the corner. Morgan Barron. He's trying to make up for that hideous play he had in the first. Morgan Barron. The difference in the game, in my opinion, is that Morgan Barron play. Andrew says, my sister's kids are learning how to skate, and they are the 5 oldest sons, 3 and half youngest. Very fun. I think I learned how to skate when I was 3. I was put in skating school. Was I 4? I was 3. I started playing like mite hockey when I was 4. Oh, but yeah, Nikolai Ehlers, it might be a foot injury or ankle injury. He kind of fell down funny. So hopefully he's okay, Nikolai Ehlers. But that's really exciting. Learning how to skate is always fun. I think, honestly, it's a skill that all kids should learn, especially if you live in Canada. It's like, once you learn how to walk, strap some blades on them feet, get them onto a pond, and teach them how to skate, in my opinion. Even in America, too, we need to instill that. Like, I think our public schools should mandatory have a hockey unit. If I ever become president of the United States, I will make it mandatory. All high schools in America must teach hockey at the school. Teach them how to skate, or just public schools in general. Teach them how to skate, have hockey units in gym, teach them the beautiful game of hockey. I will run on that. That will be my big thing if I run for president. I will teach your kids how to skate. Your kids will learn how to skate. Andrew says Sportsnet as well. I love Sportsnet. I love TSN. I don't know. Something about TSN I really love. I'm a huge Gordon Miller fan. If you know, you know. He calls the World Juniors. I think he used to do the Ottawa Senators games. 9:57 to go, by the way. We're in a TV timeout. Gordon Miller used to do the Ottawa Senators, but I think he does the Maple Leafs now on TSN. And I don't know, whenever World Juniors time is just so magical to me. It takes me back to being a little kid and watching the tournament. And the World Juniors theme song music is iconic on TSN. Like, iconic. Like, people gotta let me know in the comments. TSN World Juniors theme song is so good. Oh, it's amazing. And we're gonna hear it. We're less than a month away from the World Juniors. The countdown is on. Today is the 29th, and the World Juniors start on December 26th. So that's, 1, 2, 3. How many days is that? So 26, 27 days from the World Juniors. 27, 27. Can't wait for it. The best time of the year. Who are the favorites? I think it's got to be Canada, US. I don't know if Finland or Sweden are gonna have good teams this year. And the Czech Republic, you gotta look out for the Czech Republic. They're the dark horse. They made it to the gold medal against Canada one year, but couldn't do anything. But it's got to be US, Canada are the favorites. I don't even know what the groups are, to be honest. Should we look up the groups while we have a minute here? World Juniors 2025 groups. And I'm so excited for a year from now because the World Juniors will be in Minnesota, Minneapolis, and St. Paul, where I'm from. So I can't wait for that. It's been a lifelong dream to go to the World Juniors, and hopefully we can get tickets for it. That's going to be a hot commodity. So this year it will be in Ottawa. That's a good spot. Love it. Should be a good crowd. I just want to know groups. Oh, man. Oh boy. I tell you what, folks. This is going to be an electric group stage for the Team USA and Canada. In Group A for the World Juniors, you have the United States, you have Canada, you have Finland. So 3 of the 4 giants are in one group. Usually Russia is like the 5th giant, but they're not in the tournament because of the war. So you got US, Canada, Finland, and then Germany and Latvia. So basically Germany and Latvia will battle for fourth place to advance to the quarterfinals. US, Canada, Finland will be your 1 to 3 seeds. Group B, you have Czechia, Kazakhstan, Slovakia, Sweden, and Switzerland. Very soft group. That is a very soft group. I mean, Czechia is obviously getting really good. They're getting better. Kazakhstan sucks. I love their flag, though. Slovakia is kind of a dark horse. They might upset you with great goaltending, like that Huska kid a few years ago. Sweden usually wins the group, but then they, don't do anything. They usually lose in the quarterfinals, and then you have Switzerland. So that'll be lots of fun. We will, of course, have you covered on the Hockey Podcast Network for the World Juniors. I will try and do a few games myself. I usually like to do streams for the small, the Germany-Latvia game. That's a game that most people wouldn't watch, but I always love watching when the smaller nations go off against each other. I like it. We got 7:55 to go here in the second. And Morrissey's able to get the puck in deep for Winnipeg. Yeah, tight period, man. Not a lot of grade A chances, but here's Scheifele! Good save by Hill. Oh, I thought that was it. Aiden Hill is able to get that left toe extended and deny Shifley of tying the game up. Here's Kyle Connor behind the net. Good shift. Ooh. Velarde tipped it wide. And McNabb's going to clear it out to center. Jarrett says Vegas is favorite by minus 11, 112. I'm so bad at odds. Like, what does that mean? Like, what does minus 11, 12 mean? Someone needs to explain that to me, because I've never understood that. MCS says, also, I said I was defense for 9 years and never scored. Not never, should, and now I'm a goalie, but I'll try to get a hat trick. I don't think has a goaltender ever gotten a hat trick? I'm sure it's happened in, like, beer league, or I'm sure it's happened. You can't tell me hockey's been around since, like, the 1800s, maybe probably before that. You could probably trace hockey back to, like, the 1500s, I bet. When did hockey start? So the modern game was March 3rd of 1875. But I'm sure, like, some form of the game has been around since, like, 1600s or something. I guarantee it. But, yeah. Getting a hat trick as a goalie, like, that would have to be, like, 3 empty netters, right? I don't see how else you would score. Or if you score 3 goals on your own net, does that count? Like 3 own goals, you get a hat trick, but they're for the other team. That could work as well. Andrew says, I go out to the alley. You go to the bowling alley. Very fun. 5-pin bowling. Like, do you use a smaller ball then to do the bowling, or is it like a regulation ball? I would assume you use like a baseball-sized ball. Like, what's the arcade game where you roll the ball up and try and get it into the hole? And you're like the rings, you know? It's like the classic arcade game. I forgot the name of it. That's really cool, Andrew. And then he says, at school, I played drums for a little bit. Shout out to all the drummers and percussionists out there. We get lots of slack from people because they think we're not talented enough to play the trombone, the tuba, the flute, or whatever instruments. But I tell you what, to be a percussionist, we had to try out. It's like I had to play piano for my teachers and to prove that I could play percussion. And so I actually had to try out and make percussion in middle school and high school, and I did. So it's more difficult than it looks. I tell you what, percussion. Like, I have a really funny percussion story about playing the timpani. I'll share that story at the end of the period. But yeah, you play like all these random instruments, and like one of my buddies, he played triangle in one song, and he had like one part in it. He had to play the triangle for this one part. Oh, they score! Well, I'll tell you what, Cole Perfetti, I'm talking about my buddy who played the triangle. He had one part. Perfetti, he has 2 parts tonight. He played the triangle twice, 2 goals. It's 2-2. Sit down, Vegas. Where's the goal horn? Give me my goal horn. Pound it, everybody. Kind of similar to Vegas' second goal. Shot for a rebound off Aiden Hill. His leg pad falls right for Cole Perfetti, and he buries it in an empty net. Let's go. And shout out Reagan LePage from Prince Albert. You won some points from Save on Foods. I love that. You Canadians, man. I love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, 2-2 game. Let's go. So the game will not end 4-1. The streak is over for the Winnipeg Jets. Their last 4 games have ended 4-1. That will not happen tonight. There you go. Let's get back to the comments where we last ended up on. Here we go. Andrew says, my cousin played drums and guitar while he was growing up. I always wanted to learn the guitar. I have a guitar in my room, and I want to learn how to play it. I just haven't had the time. I do want to learn it, though. At some point in my life, I will learn guitar, but I do have a piano in my house, and when I have time, I'll go on the piano and just screw around and play some songs, but for the most part, I've kind of retired as a musician, percussionist. I would love to like learn how to play the drums again. That'd be so much fun. Because all the technology nowadays with like the electronic drum kits, it's insane. Expensive though, very expensive. I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you are new to this channel, subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. Make sure you do follow us on the social medias at @HockeyPodNet, the Insta and Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Grant Akeem is my handle. And if you're liking what I'm doing here, I do have my own YouTube channel. You can check me out when I'm not streaming on here. I do my best to stream on my channel when I can. I'm busy. I'm in college, so I do my best. But check it out if you want. If you want to also make a donation to the channel. I forget to keep mentioning that. If you do want to donate any money to help make the channel bigger, badder, and more awesome, feel free. You can do that via Super Chat. But obviously not required in the slightest, but if you want. Where were we? We're in a TV timeout, by the way. 2-2 game. This is great. Let's see if we get overtime tonight. We might. It's been a little while since we've had overtime on the channel, hasn't it? It's been a little bit. MCS says, I meant to say Rock when I was talking about the Toronto Rock. What team is that? The Toronto Rock. Who is that? Angus says, hi Grant, how are you? What is up, Angus? Hope you're having a good night on this Friday. I keep thinking it's Saturday, but it is Friday night. It's weird, but it is Friday. I know Angus is a big MLS fan. How about those Seattle Sounders? I watched the game last week against LAFC, and I don't know, I feel a bit dirty as a Sounders fan. They kind of grimed their way into an MLS Western Conference final, and they play the Galaxy tomorrow night, and I can't wait to watch it. We'll see. And also, their Klassiker is tomorrow, Dortmund and Bayern Munich, if you're into that. So that'd be lots of fun. But yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow night with the Sounders. I have no idea. It's crazy that Inter Miami and Lionel Messi aren't in the tournament anymore. They got bounced in round one. Zillarex says, hello, what is up, Zillarex? Nice to see ya. I've officially given up on the Islanders until Barzal, Duclair, and Pelech come back. Well, Zillarex, I kind of gave up on this team. I would say like Halloween was when I was like, okay, this team is a bunch of prats. They don't care. They cared in preseason. They absolutely duped me. Because in preseason, I'm watching this team, and they're playing like they did against under Barry Trotz. Like, they're playing hard every shift. The rookies look great. Siplikov looked great. Duclair, Barzal, Horvat looked electric. The goaltending was there. Frickin' Marcus Holmberg looked great. And I feel like I was duped because once the season started, job security was there. It's the Long Island Country Club. You know, roll your joint, get your pina colada, get out the shorts, get out the swimsuits. It's the Long Island Country Club where there's no accountability. Jobs are safe. You can do whatever the hell you want, and you won't get benched or anything. You'll keep your job. And it's basically how they're playing, it feels like. They just don't care. Another third period lead gone for the Islanders, and it's so frustrating. So I feel the pain, Zillarex. I feel the pain. But this is why it's fun, though. You get to watch other teams play. And so it's been fun for me. But at 3:30 to go here in the second, you got to credit the Jets, man. This has been a grindy period and game in general. And they've stuck with it, found a way to get their goal here. The defense this period has been a lot better than the first. No stupid plays by Morgan Barron. Angus says, I get there was medieval hockey in Scandinavia with 500 people on a team. What? Seriously? There was medieval hockey in Sweden? I know what I picture? I picture like 500 Vikings facing off against like the 500 Spartans in a hockey game. How great would that be? I feel like it would turn violent though. Like all it would take is like one guy to get upset or he gets hit, and then all of a sudden we have like a war going on between the Vikings and the Spartans. Who would win, the 500 Spartans or the 500 Vikings? Because the 500 Spartans, the big history lesson with that is the 500 Spartans were able to fend off the entire Persian army for like a couple days before they eventually like lost. But it was a very like good performance by the Spartans. They were able to hold off the Persian army for as long as they did. They did lose eventually, but very cool. Yeah, 2:25 to go. If you're Winnipeg, gotta keep this 2-2 game in the intermission. Gotta keep it there. I sense Vegas might get a goal. Oh! Eric Comrie, great save on Carlson. Backdoor feed. Carlson just extended his stick out and tipped it, and Comrie got the glove on it. Woo, baby. That was a close one. Very, very close. Very, very close. Andrew says smaller balls. He's talking about for bowling people. We're not talking about testicles. We're talking about bowling balls here. So, smaller balls. And skee ball. Thank you, Zillarex. Yes, skee ball. That's the classic like 90s game to pick up a girl, right? You go to your local arcade, you find the hottest girl there, you play some skee ball, eye contact, you try and get her to come over. That's how you pick up a girl in the 90s, I feel like, with skee ball. And bowling, or like roller skating. I feel like those are the classic dates in the 90s. What if you're Barney Stinson, you would do laser tag? Shout out How I Met Your Mother. Good defense by Adam Lowry. He's been very good tonight defensively, Adam Lowry. He hasn't been noticeable in the offensive zone, but I think defensively, Lowry's game has been good tonight. Here's Niederreiter. Shot gets blocked. 50 seconds to go here in the second. Be smart with it, boys. Gotta be smart. There's Adam Lowry. Goes down for Hill. Angus says, I learned to play the bass in my mid-20s. Later, I learned guitar. Bass is lots of fun. I like bass. My gosh, lots of comments tonight. I love this. We'll try. I'm trying to keep up, people, but I love this. That's so cool, Angus. Playing bass. Bass is a very underrated instrument, I feel like. It's very underrated. There you go. 5 seconds to go. And that's going to do it for the second. Great period by Winnipeg. Down 2-1 heading into it. Cole Perfetti gets the goal. Only 6 shots for Vegas in this period. Because in the first period, it was 15. They only got 6 this period. The Jets had 9. The shots total 21-15. Comrie, great save by Comrie on Barbashev. Sorry, not Barbashev. That's Carlson. Excellent save. Yeah, Comrie, I feel like he hasn't had to make a like big saves. That's the first time he's had to make a big save this game. But solid. He's such a solid, underappreciated goalie, I feel like. Eric Comrie. He had a great game last weekend against Nashville, and he's doing it again in Vegas. MCS says, let's go. Talking about the Jets goal. Zotherx, I'm eating a spicy instant ramen, and it's so spicy, man. Well, Zotherx, you got to be careful. In about a couple hours, something's going to be spicy coming out the other end, if you know what I mean. So you might have to get the fire extinguisher there. Alvin pounds it. There we go, Alvin. And flute at school days. Oh, I remember in elementary school they made us learn the recorder. What a joke that was, making us learn the recorder. Stupid. Jets, Jets, baby. Instead of Ice, Ice, baby. Shout out Eminem. You are surprised at my sister's kids. Well, I think it's cool that they're skating that young. Because I don't think many people did that. Like, not many people I know skated when they were 3 like I did. So, very fun. And then that's the Toronto lacrosse team, the Rock. Gotcha. Grant, you doing the Islanders game? I'm not going to be live tomorrow night because I'm busy. I'd have to look at the master schedule and the NHL schedule to see what the plan is for next week. Okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is what works best for me. I could do Thursday night, but that's just honestly after work. I'm so tired and I just want to like relax and get my workout in and then have dinner and relax. So Friday, no one plays that I like. Saturday, next Saturday, who's playing? Jets, Blackhawks at 4 Eastern. Islanders, Hurricanes at 5 Eastern on Saturday. So we could do the Islanders game that day. Because honestly, Jets, Blackhawks, that's kind of boring. We all know who's going to win that. Okay, and then we got the Jets on Sunday as well. I forgot, though. Next Saturday, I'm going to a hockey game, so I can't do that anyways. Okay. So I guess the next... We could do Sunday. I mean, Jets are playing the Blue Jackets on Sunday. I'd like to watch that. That's a home game, finally. Friday... I forgot, Friday I have a hockey game, that's right. So I can't do Friday night. Thursday... The Islanders play Thursday night, so I theoretically could do that game. Kraken Islanders. I theoretically could do that. So we'll see how it works out. But I'll for sure be live on Sunday for that Jets game. That's fun to watch the Jets at home ice. Good way to wrap up the week. MCS, they are the Toronto Rock, but play in Hamilton. There you go. I'm not surprised about Seattle. Yeah, they have the best defense, and Stephen Fry was unreal in that game against LAFC. We'll see how they do tomorrow night. I'm excited. I'm nervous to watch that game tomorrow as a Sounders fan. I think we can get it done, but I don't know. I don't know. It's scary. Jared says, I heard that Miami got bounced. They did. They did to Atlanta. The 9th seed in the Eastern Conference bounced by... No, they bounced Miami out. Unreal. Yeah, so basically the Eastern Conference, it's what Red Bulls and Orlando. And then in the West, you have the Seattle Sounders and LA Galaxy. And whoever wins the Western Conference is going to host the final. So it's crazy that Seattle, they were the 4th seed in the Western Conference, could host the MLS Cup final if they win. So honestly, I think tomorrow, the West final is going to decide who wins MLS Cup, basically. Jared, and they're winning over my Raptors. I apologize if I advance. If I make no sense, I am a noggin with a bit of bourbon. You're good. You're good, Angus. We love you when you tune in. David, what is up, David? The Jets tied the game up this period, although it helped. They'd been down after 20 at 2-1, not 2-0, as the Oilers had found themselves down in their away game. That is factually correct, David. Thank you so much. Oh, what is this crap? Are you guys seeing this? The Mufasa movie they're making now? I don't know if I like it because it's not a cartoon. They made it like animated, like real life. I'd rather like they made it a cartoon. I don't know if I watch that Mufasa. I mean, never was really big on Lion King. I don't know. I like the hyenas. I think they're funny, and Simone and Pumbaa are great. The origins of soccer has 1,000 people on the field. Often the lover's captain was beheaded. Oh, amazing! So like the captain's girlfriends got their head cut off if they lost. That's too bad. I have the AC/DC song Big Balls stuck in my mind now. Oh, goodness. Big Balls. Sunday for sure. Sway Oslapta. That sounds, that looks Scandinavian to me. Who do I think is going to win? It's got to be Winnipeg. What did I say? I said 2-1 Winnipeg. It's going to finish, it'll be 4-2 Winnipeg tonight. They're going to get a goal in the third. Vegas is going to pull their goalie, and then Jets will get an empty netter. Atlanta bounced. Messamy. They did, Angus. They remake The Lion King first, and now this movie. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. Like, if they made it a cartoon, I'd like it more, but I don't know. It's weird hearing human voices out of a like tiger that looks real. Like, I'd rather it be a cartoon. That's just me, though. Andrew says Coke time. And yeah, so let's take a break. It's our first break of the night. This is amazing. I'm going to take a break. I got to fill the water up. We'll be back for the start of the third period. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, child. I appreciate everybody tuning in. This has been such a lovely night with all of you on this Black Friday night. Watching Jets and Golden Knights. It's a good game. We're in for a good finish. Hopefully the Jets can pull it off tonight. They should be able to. I have faith. Comrie's playing great. We'll see if they can pull it off. So we'll just take a break. Do what you got to do. It's Coke time for Andrew. Get the Coke. Get the bourbon. Get the cheese platter. Get the Gouda. Whatever you got to do. And we'll be back for the start of the third period.
Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Gametime Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
Jump, 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 jump. They're playing that right now in Vegas. Just like the Wisconsin Badgers. Everybody, jump, 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 jump. That's a good one. That's a cool tradition that Wisconsin does. As much as I hate Wisconsin, the Badgers, that is a cool tradition they do. Because I am a Gopher hockey fan, and that is a big rivalry, Gophers and Badgers. We don't need no stinking Badgers here, everybody. But thank you to the sponsor, as always. Excuse me, Gametime. Use promo code THPN and get $20 off your first purchase. So if you want to go to see the Jets in person, if you want to see Vegas in person, some of the best teams in the league, I suggest use Gametime. $20 off your first purchase. Use it. You deserve it. It's Black Friday after all. Also use the same promo code for DraftKings as well. Use the same promo code THPN. Our game right now, 2-2. Puck is down. 19:35 exact to go in the game. It's got to be Winnipeg tonight. That's why I'm vibing tonight. It's got to be Winnipeg. Here they come. Adam Lowry. Steered away by Aiden Hill. Oh! Mason Appleton trying to bat it out of the air. Goes wide. Oh, they counted it as a shot, so Hill made a save on that. Wow. Pionk, good shift here. Shot goes wide of Hill, and Pionk can't keep it in. That was Fleury with the shot. But good start here for Winnipeg. I love it. Let's get the stats back up. There you go. Let's see where we left off for the comments, people. They remake The Lion King first. Yes. Well, I know The Lion King was a big Broadway thing, if you're into Broadway. I remember that being a big hit in New York. But I don't know. I never was really into The Lion King, like I said. I just liked the hyenas, the laughing hyenas. I think they were funny. Simone and Pumbaa were funny. I remember watching that movie in Spanish. One of my stupid Spanish teachers in elementary school made us watch that in Spanish. Actually, I don't think it was in Spanish. It was in English with the Spanish subtitles, which I'm like, what's the point of that? Like, have us watch it in Spanish. Like, what's the point of being in English with the subtitles in Spanish? Whatever. You know, I can't sit here and say that, but that she did a bad job. But if I was in her shoes, because I took Spanish from kindergarten to 10th grade in high school. So at that point, I was very good at Spanish. And everyone else around me, this is like 5th grade, everyone else around me, like, didn't know what they were doing. So I was obviously very bored in that class. So yeah, I'd actually make the kids listen to it in Spanish and then maybe put English subtitles in, right? So they understand what's going on. Ooh, Velarde. Shot gets blocked by Pietrangelo. Still Velarde. Oh! Morrissey almost got a goal there. I think he just missed it. He's trying to poke it in. Love this start by the Jets. This is fantastic. Andrew says Coke time. Andrew, is it diet? What's your Coke of preference? Is it Diet Coke? Regular Coke? The zero sugar Coke? Or is that Pepsi? That might be Pepsi. Is it Cherry Coke? I was a huge Cherry Coke fan. Cherry Vanilla Coke. I don't know if that's still a thing, but I loved that when I was a kid. I don't drink pop now. Honestly, I can't tell you the last time I had a can of Coke. Like, it was probably like when I was in high school, the last time I had a can of Coke. It's been a long time. I mostly drink water and smoothies and tea that I drink. When I went to New York. I shared this with you guys. I went to New York in September, saw the Islanders at UBS in a preseason game against the Devils. I went to like a Michelin star restaurant called 11 Madison Park. You can look it up online. It's an amazing like Michelin restaurant. You have to like reserve it like months in advance. Like I reserved it like 3 months prior. It's almost like $1,000. It's like a 5-course meal. It's like $800-900 to get a table there. But it's incredible. And I forgot where I was going with the story. Oh yeah, the Coke. So I decided to dabble. It's the first time I had red wine there. So I dabbled with red wine. I forgot what I had. It was like Napa red wine. It was something from California. It was from like 2011, so it was aged like 13 years, 14 years, 13 years. It was really, really nice. Tasted nice. I wouldn't have it every night, but like if I go to New York again and go to 11 Madison Park, I'd have it again. Shout out 11 Madison Park. If you go to New York, gotta go there. If you have the money, obviously. Go check it out. Amazing restaurants. Andrew, we're talking Inter Miami MLS. Thank you. And then remakes are usually not so stellar. It never is. We're in the age of remakes because I feel like all the like super good like shows and movies were made in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. And I feel like the 2010s and 2020s, it's just remakes of that. You're seeing that a lot with kids shows nowadays. Like I just saw an advertisement for Wizards of Waverly Place, but it's like a spin-off where like the Selena Gomez and David Henry are like the adults now and have kids. And there's so many spin-offs like that of kids shows nowadays, and it's sad because I feel like I grew up in the golden age of television for kids, like SpongeBob, iCarly, Drake and Josh. They're doing an iCarly reboot as well, which I don't think is as good, obviously, as the original. There's just so much of it, and it's annoying. And I feel like we're like no one's like creative nowadays. Like you got to be creative, make your own thing. It's all copying the past and making stuff like that. So it's just annoying. Andrew says, I'm out. See ya. See ya, Andrew. Oh, they score. Andrew, that's on you. It's because you left. That's on Andrew. Everyone blame Andrew. I'm just kidding. But Barbashev, second goal of the night for Barbashev. It is 3-2. Oh, it was such a good start for Winnipeg. They had such a strong first couple shifts there. What went wrong? Eichel just blind pass in the slot, found Barbashev. That's just a great pass, man. That's an excellent pass to find Barbashev. And that's a really good shot. That's hard. I mean, the defense for the Jets... Yeah, you'd want that guy, I don't know if it was Morrissey or who, to be tighter on Barbashev there, but that's just a good goal by Vegas, and it's 3-2. Oh, here we go. That's too bad. They had a really good start, Winnipeg. Cue the comeback. Cue the comeback for Winnipeg. Here comes Lowry. Appleton. He's on sides. Oh, he had, who was that? Niederreiter backdoor. He had Niederreiter backdoor. Andrew says, any Coke, it's all right. The zero sugar. Angus, it has been eons since I have drank Coca-Cola. Yeah, what's better, Coca-Cola or Pepsi? I honestly couldn't tell you the difference when I was a kid. You know what drink I really liked? Dr. Pepper was really good. And then I don't know if you went to Chipotle. They might still have this at Chipotle, but there was a drink called Pib Extra. Pib Extra, PIBBXTRA. I loved that drink. Whenever I went to Chipotle, I always got a Pib Extra with my chicken burrito. And I got chips and guac. The chips and guac at Chipotle are elite. Like, they make the guac in-house. The chips are cooked to perfection. It's just so good. The chips and guac at Chipotle are so good. I would have a meal of just chips and guac. It is that good. May not be the best for you health-wise. I mean, I tell you what, chips and guac's a lot better than stuffing yourself with, like, cookies. So it is better. You're getting, like, avocados. That's healthy. So good. Icing call here on the Jets. 13:22 to go. Vegas just scored if you're just tuning in. Courtesy of Barbashev. His second goal of the night. 3-2 for Vegas. Not how I thought this was going to go tonight. At least to start this period. It was looking so bright for Winnipeg, like I keep saying, but it's not happening so far in terms of the goals. But never count out the Jets. You never count them out. Andrew says Friday night or Saturday night at 10. For Coke? That's Coke time? Friday night at 10 is Coke time for Andrew. I love it. I'm trying to think. I don't really do anything special for food. I guess on the weekends, I cook, if I have time. I'll try to make something more. I'll splurge, and do maybe some dessert treats or some chocolate. Have some chocolate. I'll splurge, but I keep it pretty tight. The diet, I keep it tight. Not in that way I keep it tight. I just meant I keep it. I'm very what's the word I'm looking for? Strict. I keep it strict with the diet, not tight. I keep it tight. You don't want to tell people that I keep it tight. That's kind of a weird thing to say. Tell you what, next person you see, if you're walking down the street or you're talking to somebody, just tell them I keep it tight and then just walk away and just let them sit with that and see what they do. Hi, my name's Grant and I keep it tight. Thank you so much. Angus says everything entertaining is based on a formula. It is. It really is. Marcelo, what is up, Marcelo? Thank you for tuning in. It says win Vegas. I think you're the first Vegas supporter tonight. We've had all Winnipeg fans. They've been very pro Winnipeg. I remember the last stream, we had somebody who was from Newfoundland, or it was Wallace, Nova Scotia. We had someone from Wallace, Nova Scotia watching. They literally from it was a farm, basically. It's in the middle of nowhere, Wallace. So that was very cool. But yeah, we had lots of people from Manitoba last time. Shout out Manitoba, by the way. Underappreciated Manitoba, in my opinion. Very underappreciated. Oh, what a setup that was by Kyle Connor. Vegas get it out, and it'll be icing with 11:10 to go here. We're nearing crunch time, people. Once you get into 8 minutes, 5 minutes, you start thinking about when you're going to pull Comrie. We're not there yet, though. I think we're going into overtime, though. I'd be shocked if we did it. Denali, what is up, Denali? American drink. Yes, Coke is American. And it's interesting. Angus says, I remember Mr. Pibb. Also Tab, too. Yeah, Pibb. Is that still a drink? I need to look that up. Pibb Extra. Yes! Pionk! Get in! Get in for Winnipeg. Pionk with the bomb from the point, and it's 3-3. Sit down, Vegas. Let's go. Where's my goal horn? Ring it loud and proud. Yes, there we go. Look at this. Oh, it wasn't a bomb. I over-exaggerated the bomb part. But it was a shot from the point. A C9 shot. It was a bit of a flutter puck. It was like knuckle puck. A la Mighty Ducks and Keenan Thomas. Knuckle puck from the point, and Pionk makes it 3-3. Let's go. Fantastic. But yes, Mr. Pibb is still around. Honestly, I might just get a thing of Pibb Extra and pig out on New Year's Eve. Because I normally do a fun live stream on New Year's Eve, so I might get some Pibb Extra, break it out for New Year's Eve. You only live once. What is this? They have extra spicy Mr. Pibb at Walmart. Pibb Extra Spicy Cherry Soda Pop. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Good save by Comrie. Wow, Vegas looking to make it 4-3. But we'll take a TV timeout. Neil Pionk answers for Winnipeg. Barbashev thought he had the game winner. Pionk says, hold my Pibb Extra. I'm going to score a goal for you and make it 3-3. Well, that's insane. Why would you want a spicy drink? That doesn't seem appetizing to me at all. Spicy Mr. Pibb. That sounds nasty. And it's cherry flavored. Spicy cherry. But yeah, I might get Mr. Pibb for New Year's and do a fun New Year's Eve stream on my channel. That'd be cool. I don't know. There's World Juniors, though. We got USA Canada, right, on New Year's Eve this year. So we should do a stream for that. I think there'll be a stream on this channel as well. But yeah, USA Canada New Year's Eve. That brings me back to being a kid because I felt like every single year we got USA Canada on New Year's Eve. But we haven't had it for a long time. We're going to get it this year. Thank you to the schedule makers in Ottawa for making that happen. That's how it should be. That's how God intended it. USA Canada World Juniors on New Year's Eve. Nothing better in my opinion. That's the holidays. That's amazing. That's how you celebrate New Year's Eve in style right there. But that'll be fun. I can't wait for that. I'm just so excited for the World Juniors. Giddy. I am giddy. Denali says Grant sounds like an American. I'd hope so. I was born in America. So hopefully I'm born in America. That's my southern accent. I'm from Alabama, and I'm an American. That's my Alabama accent. I love me some Winnipeg Jets because I'm from Alabama, and we don't have hockey here in Alabama. But I tell you what, I love watching the Winnipeg Jets. Go Jets, go! Marcelo said he's from Brazil. Greetings from Brazil. That's insane. Or Brazil, I should say. That's how you properly say it. Yo soy de Brazil. Much love from Brazil. I've never been there. I'd love to go. What's it called? Copacabana Beach. Looks lovely. The big statue, Christ the Redeemer statue, right? In Brazil. I would love to visit in person someday. Brazil just feels like a place where it's very relaxed, very carefree. You get to express yourself how you want. There's no, I feel like people aren't super judgy there. There was this show I watched on the BBC called An Idiot Abroad, and it was Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, and they basically had their buddy named Carl Pilkington travel the world, but he's obviously doesn't like traveling at all. It's really funny. You guys should watch An Idiot Abroad after the stream. He went to Brazil. I remember watching that episode, and so many Brazilians just didn't wear clothes. A lot of Brazilians had their bare butts out. You know, the men would wear Speedos and that's it, walking around the beach. Some were nudist beaches, so in order to enter the beach you had to be naked. Which I'm surprised, honestly, that's a thing. Why would you want to go to a nudist beach? And they force you to take your clothes off. I feel like if you're gonna have a nudist beach, let people wear their clothes if they want to, and then it's okay to be naked, but let people wear their clothes. They force you to be nude on the beach, which I don't quite understand. But to one's their own. If you like nudist beach, go right ahead. Not my thing. I feel like that could be problematic in many ways, going to a nudist beach. Maybe it's fine in Brazil, but I feel like in America, I don't know if that would fly in America. I don't know. Probably not in Canada because it never gets that hot. I mean, in the summer you could do that, obviously, but I don't. When I think of Canadians, I don't picture them nude. I picture them in a big puffy jacket, a plaid jacket with a toque. I picture Paul Bunyan, basically. Denai says he's justifying eating garbage food. LOL, Grant. Well, Chipotle, come on. Chipotle's not garbage. There's a lot worse things you could eat. Of all the fast food restaurants, I will stick up for Chipotle and say it's I'd say it's one of the better fast food restaurants you could go to. It's actually real food. A lot of it's made in-house. Chipotle, I think they do a really good job at getting their ingredients from good sources and farms. They don't use factory farmed steak or chicken. I think they're one of the companies, I think they do a better job with that. So that's all I'm saying. And the chips and guac are elite. You can't argue that with me. It's the best chips and guac I think you'll ever have from a restaurant. I'd have to recreate that, though. Maybe that'll be a fun New Year's Eve thing, recreate the Chipotle chips and guac. Or at least try to. Theodore shot goes wide for Vegas. We got 7:37 to go. Good shift here by Vegas. Another save by Comrie. Yeah, this game is sniffing OT, though. Let's see if Winnipeg can survive this shift. Puck exits the zone. And they get a change. Goodness me. That was a long shift. And I agree with you, Angus. Chipotle is so much better than McDonald's. Yes. Denali says, now I know why every American is fat and unhealthy. Hey, I'm not fat, Denali. You can't call me fat. People call... I'm skinny in America. People call me really skinny. Like, I've had, like, people say, hey, Grant, eat a sandwich. Because I'm skinny. I mean, I'm lean, right? I'm lean. But no, like I'd be like average or normal in Europe, but in America I'm skinny because I think the average person in America is like bigger versus in Europe. I agree with you there. I wouldn't say every American is fat and unhealthy though. We do have an obesity problem in America, but I feel like I don't know. I think the younger population is more fit than the older generation. Makes sense. But I think people just let themselves go when they get older, right? Like I think when you're younger, you want to like look good, you know, get a girlfriend, get a boyfriend, and then once you're like in a couple, I feel like in America you just let yourself go, and people eat what they want to eat and get fat together as a couple. I feel like that's very common in America. Jail Rich, what is up? Jail Rich, is that how you say your name? Yo, can you keep an eye on Thomas Hurdle? I have a parlay on hit. He needs one more shot from you. I will do my best. Thomas Hurdle. He's playing in this game? He is. I should know that. I don't know Vegas that well. So Thomas Hurdle. When I think of Hurdle, I think of San Jose. So I was like, you want me to watch the San Jose game? But no, Thomas Hurdle. Okay, I got you. One more shot for Hurdle. I applaud you for doing the parlays because I don't understand it. I don't understand the parlays. I can never get those to work out for me. So hopefully you have better luck than I do. Because every time I try and do one of those, I don't know what I'm doing and I always lose. Andrew says, I need to go there. Brazil. Yes. 3-1 Stars. That's the other games going on. I'm out officially. Yeah. See, Andrew, you left and you came back and then the Jets scored. So I think you're the good luck charm for the Jets. I was gone for a bit. Who scored for Vegas? It was Barbashev. Ivan Barbashev. His second of the night. Second of the night for Barbashev. Jail Rich with an amazing comment. I am reading the chat. I'm literally reading the chat. There's so many comments tonight. I'm so grateful. There's so many comments tonight. I'm doing my best because I'm watching the game. I have to keep you updated on the game. I'm trying to go through every single comment that people read, that people put out, because I want to be thoughtful and read every comment. I do my best. But yeah, we could do without the rude language, Jail Rich, but I will keep an eye out for Thomas Hurdle. Yes, I will. I would try and refrain from using that word especially. I think we should try and not use. I think everyone would appreciate it. Angus says you can buy Mountain Dew with alcohol. Wouldn't that be a good chaser though? If you had like a tequila shot. Pionk! Oh, goes wide. He's feeling it right now. Pionk. He's really feeling it. 6 minutes to go here. Squeaky bum time. We've entered squeaky bum time. That's a football reference or soccer reference. If you know, you know. We'll see if anyone can score in squeaky bum time. It's when you clench your butt cheeks because the game is so tight. That's why they call it squeaky bum time. MCS says, I had a Warhead Sour Pop that was supposed to be watermelon flavored, but it was definitely strawberry. Warheads. I haven't had a warhead since I was like in 4th grade. Oh, I don't want to say miss it because those candies are pretty are bad for you, obviously. But like I remember eating some of like the most random like candies, like for like teachers gave it to you. We had like Halloween and we trade candy. Like it was insane. Like there was one candy where it was like a gummy, but it was a Krabby Patty. Like it was like this big. Oh, good save by Eric Comrie on the Russian Dora the Explorer, Dora Fayev. Good save by Comrie. Swiper, no swiping. Eric Comrie says, I swiped that puck. That's what he says to the Russian Dora. But there was this gummy, and it was shaped like a Krabby Patty, and it looked like a Krabby Patty. It had like the patty, the meat, and then the lettuce and the cheese, but it was all gummy. It's like, it was so bizarre. And so like weird candies like that. Oh, it was insane. I love the sugar sticks, where it was like it was like a packet of sugar with like the white, you know what I'm talking about? The white stick, and you poured it in and licked it, and pour it in and lick it. That was fun. Pop rocks. I loved pop rocks. Put them in your mouth, and like they pop in your mouth. Like that was so trippy because like sometimes you would swallow it and you could feel it popping all the way down your esophagus and like in your stomach. Oh, crazy. Speaking of pop rock, you have to be careful about pop rocks. 'Cause I remember watching a Mythbusters episode when I was a kid, and they did an experiment where um they put pop rocks in like they got like a pig's stomach, I think, to test with, and put pop rocks in it, and then they poured like soda in it, and it basically like it almost exploded. Like the stomach went from like this size, right, to like double or triple its size. So you gotta be very careful with mixing pop rocks and soda if you are gonna have pop rocks. Same with the Mentos. You have to be an idiot to drink Diet Coke and Mentos. If you drink Diet Coke and Mentos, you deserve to end up in the ER. Like common sense, people. Do not mix those two. I get the pop rocks and soda, I guess. The Mentos and the Diet Coke, you can't mix. Come on. You can't mix it. Andrew, too funny. Yeah, a very intense game. They're playing the Seven Nation Army. Dun, bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna fight them off. Seven Nation Army. The Seven Nation Vegas couldn't hold me back. That's a good song. Jared says Chick-fil-A. Yeah, a lot of my friends in college loved Chick-fil-A. There was always a line out the door at the Chick-fil-A. Always. Or what was the other one? Raisin Canes. A lot of my friends loved Raisin Canes. I don't understand Raisin Canes. Like one of my friends, she took me there, and I was like, "Why is there only chicken on the menu? Is there anything else?" And he's like, "No, Grant, it's just chicken." And I'm like, "Wait, you're telling me the Raisin Canes they only sell chicken, nothing else?" Cause I don't get that. Like, why have a restaurant when you have one thing? Oh, they score! And in squeaky bum time, Vegas get the goal. 4-3. Oh, backdoor play. That's tough. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is do or die for Winnipeg. Not really, because it's like we're in November. But we'll see if they can tie this game up. But that is a great play by Vegas. Carlson draws 2 defenders. Howden's left backdoor, his second of the night. And it's lost coverage for Winnipeg in the defensive zone. Lost coverage. Well, here we go. 4 minutes to go. Can Winnipeg do it again in response? I have faith. I have faith. None of these goals, by the way, are on Comrie. I can't blame Comrie at all for any of these goals. Your shots, by the way, 31-21. But no, I've never had Chick-fil-A, so I can't quite answer that for you. I don't know if Chick-fil-A is good. Oh yeah, that's a dope place. Angus says, I used to be skinny. My age has caught up with my body. I exercise more and have to work harder on losing weight. Yeah, that's okay. I think, like I said, you're younger. I think you try and look good for the other sex, or maybe the same sex if you swing that direction. I personally don't. You try and look good, and then once you find somebody, or as you get older, I think you kind of let go a bit. I feel like in your 20s, you like try and be fit. 30s, 40s, you start to let it go a bit. 50s, you kind of fully let go. And then like maybe late 50s, early 60s, you start having health issues and you try and like be healthy again. So I think it's like a cycle, honestly. You try to be healthy, let go, and then you try to be healthy, so you have the weight fluctuations. But just do your best. Honestly, eat good foods, move your body every day, drink lots of water, keep it simple. There's so many, you go online, people try to overcomplicate it. Just keep it simple, right? Don't try and stress about it. We'll see when the Jets pull Eric Comrie here. I'd pull him at like 2 minutes. If I'm Chevaliev, I'd go 2 minutes. Have I tried spritz? I've tried that once, I think. That sounds familiar. I can picture the can, what it looks like. Shifley gets knocked down, and there's a penalty! I'm shocked. McNabb gets called for tripping. I don't think that was tripping. But Jets to the power play. They're 0 for 2 tonight. Golden chance to tie this game up. Have to score. Have to score. Look at the replay. Know what? He does trip. That's a good call. He does trip him. Stick on blade. That is tripping. Good call by the referees. Whoops. Timeout Winnipeg here. But that's a great call by the referees. We'll see if Winnipeg... Do you pull the goalie in this situation, though, if you're Winnipeg? I wouldn't. I hate when coaches do that. Keep it 5-on-4. Best power play in the league. Don't pull the goalie because Vegas can shoot it without worrying about icings. I wouldn't pull the goalie. Until when we get down to like a minute, I'd pull the goalie then. But not to start it out. I would not to start it out. Angus says Pixie Sticks. That's a classic. Mikey from Life Cereal died from Pop Rocks. I didn't know that. That's sad. Yup, so bad. Jack White. I love Jack White. The White Stripes. Not the White Stripes. That is the White Stripes. Yeah, it's the White Stripes. That's a good band. Angus says Raising Cane's is gross. Well, all my friends love it, so I don't know what to tell you. Oh, here we go. Let's watch this power play. We can get to all these comments later. I'll do my best, but we got to watch this, everybody. 2:30 to go. Jets on the power play. They need one more to tie it up and force overtime. Come on, Winnipeg. Vegas gets it out. I'm nervous. This is tense. This is tense, folks. Here's Connor. Shifley. Petrangelo loses it. It's up for Morrissey. This is what you want. Set it up. Down low for Shifley. Connor. Back up for Morrissey. Shifley. Down low for Shifley. Connor. Morrissey goes wide, and he missed it. And Vegas will get it out. He should have gone to, I don't know who was near side. He should have gone to him. Morrissey elected to shoot it from the point. I would have gone near side. Okay, if I'm Chevaliev, I'd pull the goalie like right now. With a minute 20 to go. While you have a man advantage. Yep, Comrie to the bench. It's like he heard me. Here we go. Shot. Oh! Goes just wide. Nemestikov with it in the corner. Connor battling. Feeds Niederreiter. Oh, looking for Nemestikov. It's still with him. Nemestikov! Oh! Niederreiter missed it. A minute to go. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Eifel can't keep it in. Eichel missed the net. 40 seconds to go. We're 6-on-5 now. Scheifele gets taken down again. Nobody can hold on to the puck. Here comes Winnipeg. Morrissey. Perfetti shot, save. 25 to go. It's electric in Vegas. Shot. Oh! Scheifele missed it. Here's Scheifele. Pionk! Save by Hill. Vegas get it out. No icing. 5 seconds to go. Connor will tip it in at 3 seconds. And that's going to do it. Well, valiant effort by the Winnipeg Jets. They really were pushing at the end there, but the power play again disappoints. 0 for 3 tonight, and Vegas holds on and wins it 4-3. What a gutsy win by Vegas, though. I'll give them credit. That is a gutsy win by the Vegas Golden Knights. Are those flamingos on the ice? They're showering the ice with flamingos. Unbelievable. But yeah, good battle by Adin Hill and the Golden Knights. But I think the difference tonight, and I hate to nitpick here, but the difference tonight was Morgan Barron. The Morgan Barron turnover that led to Vegas' first goal. And I think that changed the game. Because Vegas, or the Winnipeg had a 1-0 lead. I wouldn't say they were in control of the game. But they had the lead. Things seemed to be like pretty settled. And then Barron makes that stupid pass. It leads to a breakaway. They make it 1-1. There's life in the building. Momentum is with Vegas. They get a quick second goal to make it 2-1. And I feel like ever since then, the Jets they had a really good second period. It was 2-2. Had a great start to the third period. Vegas got a goal early. It was just a really good play by Jack Eichel, honestly. Found, who was it? Barbashev in the slot. Really good play. I can't knock it. I mean, you'd want tighter coverage for the Jets, but it was a really good play by Vegas. They tie it up 3-3, and then they get the goal here to make it 4-3. So honestly, it's the Barron chance. The Barron chance for me is the difference tonight. Unfortunately. Very unfortunately. Let's get to these comments. Well, fine. Let's look at the stats. Then we can do comments and chat for a bit, and then we can sign out tonight. The final shots, 30-25. The third period shots, 10-9 for Jets. So you can see the trend, like shots 15-6 in the first, 6-9 for the Jets in the second, 10-9 for the Jets in the third. So like it was swinging Winnipeg as the game went on, but tough one to swallow for Winnipeg. The road trip is over. They're back on home ice finally. And how do they do on this road trip? Let's just take a look at that. Winnipeg Jets schedule. They got a big win on Monday against Minnesota. I think that was a huge win. I think that was a good benchmark to see where they're at. This road trip, they beat Pittsburgh 4-1. They lost to Nashville. They beat the Wild 4-1. Lost to the Canes. Lost to the Golden Knights. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They won 2 of them. Lost 3. Basically 500. Not bad, honestly. I would take that. I'm not disappointed by that. Or is it the last game of the road trip? They have one more. I forgot. They play Dallas on Saturday in Dallas. I forgot. So the road trip isn't over. They have one more game to go. Oh my goodness. This is insane. Okay, so they play Dallas on Sunday, and then on Tuesday they're back home in Winnipeg. And then they're back on the road again for a couple games. And then they're going to have a nice homestand in December, so that's good. But they have one more to go. One more to go. Andrew says White Castle for his favorite restaurant. I've never been to White Castle. I only know about White Castle from the Practical Jokers. If you ever watched that show, they love White Castle. I don't know. White Castle seems kind of dingy to me. Like, I feel like in the pecking order of fast food chains, I feel like White Castle is kind of the bottom, near the bottom. David says, things have gotten ugly for the Jets at T-Mobile Arena with 4 goals allowed and down by 1. To whatever degree Eric Comrie may be to blame, I have to ask myself where the Jets' defense has been. I can't blame Eric Comrie for any of the goals tonight. I think he had another solid game. Like, first goal was off a rebound, which obviously you want him to control rebounds better, but it's like, that's very nitpicky, and I don't like criticizing goalies on that unless it's like something stupid. So I'm not going to blame him for that. The other goals were all backdoor feeds, and that's on the defense. That's not on Eric Comrie. So I think he had a solid game tonight. The defense I would say, is to blame. Morgan Barron, and then the lost coverage backdoor for Winnipeg, I think was a bit loose tonight. But honestly, I think Winnipeg did enough to win. Overall, they did. It was that one bad play by Barron that gave Winnipeg the winning goal, essentially, right? We should have had a 3-3 game if it wasn't for that stupid play. I hate to be nitpicky like that, but that's basically the difference. Jets are still close, even just under 30 to go. At least the Jets have a power play, although whether they'll score on that man advantage, they didn't, David. Unfortunately, no. Disappointing night for the power play. The White Stripes and the Rankatours for Jack White. What's his sister's name? I know his sister plays with him on the White Stripes. Comrie stopped a shot from the night zone. It would have been a shorty. Yes. Close game, not looking good. Elvis likely would be happy if alive, but this game is done. No doubt an ugly game, allowing 4 more goals after the recipe for disaster. Yeah, I mean, again, it's not on Comrie. It's more so on Morgan Barron, I think, and the lack of coverage defensively backdoor. That's basically it. Angus says, thank you, great. Have a nice evening. I had fun. Thank you. That was so much fun. I loved it. Thank you for stopping by. Did those Jets throw defense under the bus? With this game done, I plan to check out some post-game streams. Yeah, I'm curious to see what Cheveldayoff has to say, what the players think. Honestly, like I said, I think they did enough to win tonight. It's just one bad play. And I think they at least deserved a point tonight. They really did. And it's 2 top teams in the Western Conference going at it. It's going to come down to small, minute plays like that. And just that one bad play was the difference tonight, sadly. Zillerek says, what happened? Vegas won 4-3. That's what happened. I guess I can quickly recap it for you. So in the first period, Perfetti scored 1-0. And then it was Howden to make it 1-1. Barbashev 2-1. Second period, Perfetti made it 2-2. Third period, Barbashev scored to make it 3-2. Pionk made it 3-3. And then who scored the goal? Barbashev again? Oh, no, it wasn't Barbashev. It was Howden. Howden got the game winner. It's not updated on here, but Howden did get the game winner. Angus says, Megan White. Thank you, Angus. Love the White Stripes and Megan White. And then Zilarax, when will you be streaming on your channel again, or this one? So on my channel, the Grant Akeem channel, we do gaming streams. I try and post hockey content videos as well. I do my best to. This week has been tough with the holidays and school. But for sure next week I should be able to go live on my channel. I don't have an exact date in mind. I would just suggest stay tuned to my social media and my YouTube community page, and I'll let you know. On this channel, I can pull up the master schedule and let you know what's going on for this upcoming week. Let me pull it up quick. Dun, dun, dun. Also, by the way, I'll knock my channel in the chat if anybody wants to check it out. Don't feel like you have to, but link is there for you. Sheets. We have it on like a Google Doc, the master schedule. Okay, here we go. So the next stream on this channel will be on December 2nd, which is on a Monday. Devils Rangers, hosted by Anonymous. I'm not sure who that's going to be. I would assume it'd be Jimmy, since it's a Devils game, or it could be Neil. He's a Devils guy. I don't know. We'll see. To be determined. And then on December 3rd, that would be a Wednesday, correct? Yes? No? December 2nd's a Monday. December 3rd is a Tuesday. So there we go. 2nd on the Tuesday. Devils Rangers hosted by TBD, to be determined. Tuesday the 3rd at 9 p.m. Eastern, Jackets and Flames with Kyle. For me, I'm probably going to pick the Thursday game for the Islanders and Blues. I think that's who they're playing. It's the game on Hulu. I don't think it's Islanders and Blues. Who is playing? Islanders and Kraken, excuse me. 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Let's do that game. I'll be live on here for that game. And then on Sunday, the 8th, correct? Let's do the Jackets and Jets game. Because why not? That'll be my next streams on the channel. And then maybe, because on Friday, I might go live during the day if I have time on my channel. We'll see. Saturday, I'm going to a game in person, so I won't be able to do anything Saturday night. So yeah, I would say Thursday on here and Sunday on here. And then I might surprise you guys with going live on my channel, but we'll see. I just try my best with going live. I miss playing the Hogwarts Legacy game though. That's fun. I love playing Hogwarts Legacy. But that is it, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was so much fun, despite another Winnipeg loss. I think we've done 5 Winnipeg streams. They've only won once, so not the best record. To be fair, though, when I've done Islander streams, I think I've only watched them win once. So I feel like whenever I do a stream, the team I want loses. But that is okay. I still have fun with all of you lovely people. And I appreciate you tuning in, especially during a holiday weekend. Thank you so much. Hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving with friends and family and got to spend time with them. Hopefully you didn't go bankrupt today and on Black Friday and buy like some $1,000 TV or Mac or something. Hopefully you still got money in the bank. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you are new, please subscribe to THPN, bottom right hand corner. Smash the like button if you enjoyed yourself tonight. If you want to donate, you can do that through the chat. Also, click that bell icon so you're notified whenever we do go live on this channel. Make sure you do follow us on our social media pages. @HockeyPodNet is the Insta and Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, @GrantAkeem is my Twitter handle. My Instagram handle is @Grant_Akeem. I also have a TikTok where I like to shake my butt and do dances. I don't, but I don't know. I just made it just to promote videos and whatnot. I hate TikTok. I don't like it. I digress. Thank you to the sponsors, Gametime. $20 off your first purchase when you use the promo code THPN, which is a great deal. You got to use it on this Black Friday. Maybe get some tickets to see the Jets or whatever game you want to go to. Also, thank you to DraftKings as well for sponsoring the stream. Use the same promo code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings. Right, thank you again. I always like to end the streams by saying it is such a crazy world out there. I'm sending all my love, like it says back there. I still got to put batteries in it. It's still dead. But the intent is there. It's still there. Sending all my love from me to you and to everybody around the world that could use some love right now. Hope we're doing well. Hope we're doing okay. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your night and day and weekend. We'll see ya. I will see you next Thursday, Islanders Kraken, and then Sunday Jackets and Jets. Should be a good one. But we'll be back live on the channel on Monday and Tuesday. Have a great weekend, everybody. This is so much fun. Thank you again.